They can pull you right in. Reporting live, Catherine Craig, back to you.
Thank you, Catherine. And we continue to follow a breaking story right now. That plane crash in Teterboro, New Jersey. Officials are now speaking about it at this hour. Let's listen in.
Fighting the fire. At that point, Hasbrook Heights Fire Operations come in, assisted the Port Authority crash truck in extinguishing the fire. There were 2 individuals on the plane. Both parties were talking to my officers upon arrival. One individual was transported by Hasbrook Heights ambulance to Hackensack Medical Center. Second individual was transported by Hasbrook Heights ambulance to Teterboro Airport and put on a New Jersey State Police chopper and medevac to St. Barnabas Hospital with some burns. At this point, we have no further information on their condition other than that. They were both conscious and speaking to the first responding officer, Officer Warren from my department, yes.
Was there anyone else hurt, a third person?
No, nobody else hurt. We have 2 witnesses that were on scene when the officers arrived. Detectives from my department and the Port Authority have been interviewing and are interviewing at this time.
Did they tell you what happened? I mean, did it take off from here? Did it try to land here?
The plane, as far as we know at this point, was landing.
And where did it come from?
It actually, from what we hear, was out of Reading, Pennsylvania, and it was making a run with blood specimens on it.
Any idea what the blood was going to be used for?
Actually, from what we understand, the plane was being operated for Quest Diagnostics, which is located on an industrial area in Teterboro. As far as anything else on that plane, I really have nothing for you on that.
Were there any distress calls or anything to indicate what might have gone wrong?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Sir, can you describe, because it's kind of far away, describe the wreckage. What's left of the plane now?
The plane is basically totaled. The FAA is on scene. They'll be handling the investigation portion of this.
Did it break up into pieces on the ground?
It is in several pieces, yes, sir.
Do you know what kind of plane it is?
Do you know what kind of plane it is?
Actually, no. I'm not too sure. There was a lot of damage.
Twin-engine beach crash.
Okay.
Chief, how unusual is it that both people were conscious out of the crash in such a small plane?
I guess God was on their shoulder flying that one. I don't know.
Were they able to give any indication what might have gone wrong?
No. They were shocky. They were giving medical assistance, and that was it.
Can you talk to the fire chief? Could you describe when you arrived, just what was on fire and what was the response? Just go a little closer.
Now, the Port Authority responded with both crash trucks. They were foaming the aircraft as we arrived. Once we arrived, we took over. We finished foaming the aircraft. Most of the fire was out upon arrival.
What was was there an explosion? Did it
We don't know that.
flames?
Most of it was out before we got here.
Were you involved in pulling anybody out of the wreck?
The 2 victims were already at the bus stop when we got here.
The 2 people on board get out themselves, walk out, and come talk to a firefighter. First one there.
Whoever, the police officer was the first one on the scene.
They just walk out and start talking to him and tell him
To talk to him, yeah.
Did they get out by themselves or did somebody assist them out of the plane?
As far as we know, they crawled out.
They crawled out?
Yeah. That's it.
UARNE.
You were here on the scene, tell us.
When I got on scene, they were already sitting at the curb at the bus stop. Both of them were alert and conscious and answering questions.
Did they say anything?
what went wrong. They looked like, how did they?
One individual was severely burned. The other one was telling the story on what happened. One that had the more burns just sat there, was like in a daze.
What did he say? What was he telling you?
Well, you were kind of shocked by this.
Absolutely, because I saw the wreckage, and they both said we were in the plane, so I was a little taken back. How did you walk away from this? At this point, they were just more confused than anything. I kept there, are you okay? I need water, I'm thirsty. And I said, well, you gotta hold on a minute. We got paramedics coming. And I tried to get a story from them, but they were both in shock. They didn't realize what was going on at the minute.
But nothing like, oh, I'm burned, I'm in a lot of pain, nothing like that, just talking to you.
Just talking, like a normal conversation, like you and
Anything
I.
about the plane going, engine shutting off or anything?
Nothing about the accident.
Were they male or female?
Both males.
And seeing them in this condition and then seeing the plane in its condition, just
What was your reaction? How did they get out?
I don't know. I didn't ask them how they get out because what's wrong with you right now? What medical conditions you have? The one guy, you could see, he was burned bad. The other guy just
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we're kind of beating a dead horse. I mean, the investigation portion of this is going to be done by the FAA. We were the first responders. My officers, Moonachie, Port Authority, Hasbrook Heights Fire Rescue, all responded to the initial impact. Fire was put out. At this point, FAA is on scene and they take over the investigation.
Chief Birdie, how about Route 46? What's the situation as far as the highway itself?
Route 46 eastbound was opened up in about 20 minutes after the crash, and we will have Route 46 westbound open up probably within a half hour.
And sir,
Okay,
can
and
you
where
speak
did
at
the
all
plane
about
crash
the...
into?
This is
Brett?
now the second crash.
Okay, we'll pull this all together for you when we come right back. We are taking a live look at a press conference being held